Alrighty, guys, we're gonna start our segment right here. This is, well, first off, welcome to another mouse review. And my name is Doughboy, and we have a fun little one today: the Ragnok, the Ragnok FPS gun mouse. This is its casing. Nothing too crazy. Let's start off with that. The casing ain't too crazy, but it's nice and sleek. I like it. Nice and solid. Alrighty. So let's get to the mouse. So this is the Ragnok FPS gaming mouse. As you can see, it is very different from your average mouse. It does not sit like a regular mouse. It is vertical. You slide it like this, and this works completely like a regular mouse. It is used mainly for FPS games. That is what it was advertised as. So you can use it for many FPS games. The ones that I've used this for was a game called Ready or Not, a tactical FPS. I've played a little bit of Fortnite with this, and I've hopped into the Valorant shooting range with this. I did not play a match with Valorant. This is the Ragnok 2. So one of the differences from, I guess, the other Ragnok, which they don't have it being sold on the website. It's just one item that they upgrade. So there's two differences. Previously, there was no metal switch. This yellow trigger right here that you see is a metal switch that was replaced with this, and you can pull it out as such. It comes with, if you can see the inside, maybe I know you can see the blue switch, but I want to make sure you got some good lighting. That is a blue mechanical switch, so that's what's pressing our buttons here today. This is relatively easy to put in. You just pull out and put it back in, you know, kind of like my outro. Thank you for pulling up. So this thing is nothing crazy. It's not some top of the line mouse. It's not some bottom of the shelf type of thing. The price is about like 60 bucks, I believe, or 65 bucks. It's on sale. It's originally 80. It's nothing crazy. All these mice that sit in front of you can all do 1K, 2K, 4K polling rate. This can only do 1K. Its optical sensor is a 3335, which is, it's not bad, but it's not good. More or less, these all have a 3339 pixart sensor in them, which allows it to go 4K, 8K polling rate, wired, or whatever the case may be. So spec wise, it's nothing crazy. You can use this if you have a big hand, small hand. It conforms like the grip is like a pistol. If you've ever went to a shooting range, or if you ever had a gun, then you will know how this feels like. I'm from New York. You obviously can't get a gun that easily. So I've been to firing ranges, and I've shot my fair share of pistols in the firing range in a safe environment. And this is more or less what it feels like. So the grip is real. I actually like the grip. The grip is something that, you know, is definitely unique for a mouse. But I have a couple of problems with this mouse. For one, The skates are kind of ass. Like, not even kinda. They're just poop. They're really, really skinny skates. You can't really like do much with it. It feels awkward. It feels weird using it on a cloth pad, and I've used it on a glass pad, and it like this. It just has a weird feeling, and I put a lot of weight down sometimes on my hand because I'm like sweating and shit. My hands are sweaty, and the slides are just the skates aren't it, and the sliding does not feel good at all. It does come with a USB. This is the receiver. It goes to 1K, and that's pretty much it. You just plug it in, you plug and play. And it has this little magnetic stand that you can use for your hand. The stand also has skates on it. I don't like using it with this. The stand feels kind of weird, but you can use the stand with it, and it'll glide nicely. It's like a little thing. But you see what it left me? Not doing that. It left me a little skid mark on my mouse pad, and we're not about to have that. I do like doing it like this. One of my other problems is it has a DPI button. This little side button right here, kind of like the safety button, I guess, for a gun, and the little scroll wheel. If I remember correctly, the DPI works fine. This button is considered a trigger button of some sorts, and this acts as the trigger. So you can press this button and this button in games. This fires the gun, and this side button fires the gun. You cannot remap this button. You cannot remap any of these buttons with the software. You can only change the DPI and the such. So that's kind of a blow. Inside it jiggles a little bit. You can't feel it or hear it. Oh, you can kind of hear it. I don't know if you can hear it while I'm talking, but that's the rattle on the inside. Gun mouse, let's go. Skycap, what up, Pop? So it has a thank you for the follow. I appreciate it, Pop. So you can't remap the buttons. So this counts as firing button, this counts as a firing button, and this bottom trigger is your secondary, your right click. This is the left and the right. So when I was in game, you couldn't remap this, so you can't give yourself a tactical advantage or any type of advantage, because I'd honestly put reload on this button and, you know, do whatever, but you can't remap it. The scroll wheel, it's honestly the weirdest place for a scroll wheel, but it's probably the best thing on this whole mouse. The scroll wheel just feels good. It's a metal scroll wheel, and you could feel every single bump, which I like, and it has a texture on it for some grip. Another problem that I don't like about the craftsmanship of this is just like placement of some of the things. You have, one of the things is this, the USB receiver. It's literally in this stand, and like you can't put it back on. And the crazy thing is this black part is magnetic. This little stand is magnetic. So imagine a magnet not sticking to the side. The only way to keep it is like that, or put it back in the box, or just take this out and, you know, I guess put this in a safe spot, whatever the case may be. What else about this mouse? It was smooth. It was smooth while I was playing. Everything came out as I wanted it to. So nothing wrong there in the usage department. It also has a one feature that I forgot to mention. It also has a vibration feature. So if you look on the bottom, um, let me get this glare out the way. Ooh. So we have a power off and on and a vibration switch. The vibration, it was a very small vibration, nothing too crazy. Would I recommend it on for a little bit if you want to just see how it is? But if do I recommend it? No. Turning it on, nah. It's kind of annoying. It's not like a controller vibration. I feel like a controller, like a PS5 controller, PS4, Xbox, how they have their little rumbles and stuff. It doesn't feel like that. You're not gonna. There's a difference between the controllers and I guess a mouse vibrating. This did not feel like a controller. Obviously, it shouldn't feel like a controller because it's a mouse. But if you catch what I'm putting down, you catch what I'm putting down because two different vibes. Gameplay wise, movement wise, it was very fun to play all the games that I did play. It responds to everything. It was a little it is a little awkward, to be honest. I feel like I'm having a like a workout session with this more than anything, because I feel like I want to like hold my hand out more, like keep it out and keep it up instead of like keeping my hand down like how when I use a regular mouse. It boasts that it's better for your hand for hand fatigue. In my opinion, I did a nice 2.5 hour session and my hand was hurting. Either I don't know if I was gripping it too hard or the way I was holding it may have thrown off my wrist or something, but I know what I felt in my wrist. It wasn't major pain. It was just discomfort and fatigue. So I think that's one of the things that they need to switch. I feel like this gets me more tired than anything. Other than that, I've used it and it's not bad. It's not good either. It could be better. I will always cherish this mouse though, for the simple fact that my beautiful girlfriend got this for me for Christmas. So I was very excited to use this and test it out and put out a review for you guys. Is it worth the price point of 64, 65? No, it is not. That's the sale price. So I commend my girl for getting the sale. I would catch this on a cheaper sale or something. Its original price is $80. I thank the Lord every day that she did not pay $80 for this, because this is not an $80 mouse. I'd argue this isn't even a $65 mouse. This is probably like 40. I feel like this is a $40 mouse. The sensor, the 335, the 3335 isn't good as like the 3339 PixArt that everything else has is. Everything else generally has a higher DPI rate too. This goes up to 16,000. I've seen all the mouse here go up above 25 plus. It does has USB-C though. Perfect, because if this shit would add USB, I probably would have went crazy. So they did good on that. The grip and the coating and the such is just like a regular gun. So this thing's grip is something. If they could put a grip like a gun type of grip on a mouse, on a regular mouse, I'd mess with it heavy. You have like two little textured grips on the side, and then a little like matte and gloss. They kind of just went crazy on the design. They just said textures everywhere, stimulate everywhere, stimulate your senses. I did this. I did this too. I'm from New York, bro. So you already know I started busting shots like this. Had to, because I'm from the Bronx. And this is what we do. Well, that's what other people do. I don't do that shit. I do mouse reviews. And that's about it for our Ragnok FPS gaming review. Would I recommend this? I'd recommend it if you have the money and you want to fuck around and find out. It's very fun. It comes with silly moments, and you will be honestly, you'll be surprised, because you probably would expect more out of this, but it's gonna give you a lot less, but it's still gonna give you that like, wow, like this is innovative. This is something that can go somewhere if they work on it right and the specs become a little bit better and the such. That's all for the Ragnok FPS gaming mouse. Thank you guys for pulling up. It's time to pull out. Thank you for showing love to all my other mice videos. Go ahead and check them out. I will have my next video up soon after, because after this I'm gonna do a keyboard review, which I've never done in my life, so I'm excited to butcher that. And my Beast X Mini and my Gravstar should be in this week, and I'll get testing on that as soon as possible. Thank you for pulling up. It's time to pull out. Holla at your boy. Thank you.